So hi everyone, welcome to the oGT Sales Capacity Audit. So I'm Vilia, so I want to share with you guys about how to do sales audit so far and why we have this topic, okay? So, but before we start, right, let's have a check-in first to see how you guys doing. So the same as last time, how are you doing? How are you feeling right now? I hope you eat something because it's after lunch already.
Always hungry, always.
Always hungry. You don't have food in India?
I just ate like a lot of food. Still I'm hungry.
It's okay. Stay hungry, stay foolish. It's a good one. How about wait.
Who else do you have?
How about Dana and also Sia? Have you eat? Oh, Fatih, have you eat as well? Who are you? Why?
No, I haven't. I just woke up. It's 7:40.
Okay, I'm sorry, Fatih.
Today I'm excited.
You're excited, yeah, because it's
Yay.
not holiday, so you don't need to come
I
anymore.
think the first person Dana talked to when he woke up was me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was like, it's a happy morning.
Oh my god. Okay. That's
Work.
okay. So for Sia, you have wrote a lot of proposals in these days. So many. Oh, good job. Sleepy. I hope you did get some sleep. Me too. Like I really didn't. So it's me. Like I also look like this as well because, you know, this period of time it just have too many things to do, and many space to hold. So it takes some time to prepare. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you will enjoy today's space and have some fun together. So, okay, to start with, right, this will be the flow of today's agenda. So we're going to talk about some basic things first about sales, what type of sales that we're doing right now, and why do we need to do audit. And then afterward, we're going to talk about how to assess our sales talent. So how does a good sales talent look like in oGT? What are the criteria you need to have? And then we will have some time for you guys to work and co-create the assessment system together. So at the end, you guys can, and we will have one trial assessment. So you guys can also see how to do feedback, so on and so forth. And then the next step is like how you're going to use it to measure your talent capacity, to see whether it's enough to support to bring in your approval goal, as well as how you're going to use it to improve your education with the LC as well. Okay. So I hope you guys have a brief overview on what will happen today. So let's start with the easier ones first about what is sales, okay? So, okay, so here is the definition of sales. So very easy, right? Like, so exchange for money and then you will, you know, sell something out, but you will get some money. Okay, that's what sales is in dictionary. What does it mean? But then actually there's many different types of sales as well. So here you can see there are 9 types of different sales. For example, there's inside sales, which is you selling to the current customer you have, and then they maybe buy your service before already, and then they will still buy they will close a new sales deal with you. Second one is about outside sales, which is like traditional sales that you do outside the organization. So yeah, you can see it from here. And for example, if you look in outside context, it's like from your current sales, right? Which means your returnee or your IXP. So they can be your inside sales, and then your outside sales will be your attracting leads and then converting them to be your customer. So then there will be outside sales. And there's also B2B and B2C. I think you guys like understand it a lot already, most probably, because this is something that I think we have been talking for a very long time already. And then there's business development. So it means like these are the one that help business to find qualified lead in a B2B area. Yeah. And then we have agency sales, which is like, for example, marketing agency or different type of agency. So they sell the service as a project base. For example, if you have a attraction campaign and ask a marketing agency to do it for you, then it will be a project-based service. And the seventh one will be about consultative selling, which is more focusing on building trust with the customer, as well as understanding what they need before we're recommending the products or services. Okay, and the last two I think are very easy, will be e-commerce and also direct sales as well. So to let you overview, right, this is all types of sales that we have, but then they are actually independent from each other, and it's not about you choosing one another, but you also see like how you can what type of different sales that you are using right now and trying to generate different ideas. But then after we seeing different types of sales, right, then why I'm going to talk so much here, because today we're going to focus on one of them, which is about consultative selling. Okay, so why we are focusing on this, right, I want to ask you a question. I'm sure you guys see this customer journey before, right? Who never see this before?
We build this together.
Yeah, you see this before, right? Then I want to ask you guys, like, how many of you actually do consultancy in your customer journey? So do you have this part in your customer journey? You have, right? Then my next question for you is, how many of you really give consultative service in your consultancy?
Malaysia,
Huh?
got to.
You got it, right? Okay. How about Revik? Do you do okay, do you first of all is, do you do consultancy in customer flow?
Consultancy for?
The sign up here.
Yeah, we do, but not in a full-fledged way as of yet, because we are still setting the processes, because GT just started properly.
Okay. So, but then do your commission provide a consultative service to your for your for the consultancy they do?
For the leads?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, then my next question for you is, okay, I will change the question a bit, but I want to ask you guys, the question is, do your membership, okay, then my question is like, what are the things they are doing in the consultancy right now? So you can type in your chat box. Okay, let's some song. So anyone want to share? Do you type anything or?
I got type with but I sent to different place.
Okay, cool. So let me see. So for Dana, I don't think my members are actually doing because they say, okay, so you think that they are not doing because they think it's time consuming and they have other commitment. So but the scoring tool help, but they still not sure whether it's good or not. Okay. What they do is they will ask questions based on the scoring system and then understand the customer needs and the proposal of the opportunity if we have in hand. If we don't have, then we'll follow in 24 hours. Okay, cool. Thanks. How about Rivik? How do your...
As I mentioned, like for me, there's not a lot that is happening at the moment with regards to consultancies. I still need to level it up, the implementation of the entire consultancy spaces or consultancy-based sales. So it needs to be leveled up still.
So what they are doing right now?
Right now, it's just normal calls and follow-ups. So I have implemented this thing called the 24-18-6 rule. First call to a lead needs to be done within 24 hours, and then second call within 18 hours of the first call, and third call within 6 to 8 hours of the second call.
Okay.
And even after the third call, if a lead is unresponsive, then that is a cold lead and we do not pursue them anymore.
Okay, cool. And I see, understand. So then I will ask you a question, right? So far from what you see is like mostly you guys are calling and then you have a list of questions that like you want to know and then they will fill in the standard answer, right, on them. So then that's why the next question I will want to ask you guys, do you think they are doing like information desk and also like your machine on collecting the information rather than they doing consultancy?
Information desk as in?
When people come, they want to know some information and then they tell them.
So that is when we do on-ground marketing, right?
No, I mean after sign up.
Oh, okay.
Tell, like, then when we ask you, or...
So what happens in these calls is that these are kind of like consultancy calls, because it's not like we finish the call in like 5 to 7 minutes. These calls go on for long, as much time is needed for every single lead to, like every single interested lead to get answers to all the queries that they have.
I see.
So if that happens, then we ensure that through these calls itself, we end up selling the product.
Yeah. But then why I'm asking is like, because if you're looking into it, right? So which means there are some information you have in hand already, and then when you ask them, right, that you just give the information as they ask, or you maybe have a sales pitch, and then like you just every member read out the same sales pitch.
No, so we have a standardized sales pitch, but at the end of the day, like we tailor it according to the customer's needs. So if let's say there's a person who wants to go for an IT project, but they're not from an IT background, we have a sales pitch for that. If they are from an IT background and they want to go for an IT project, we have a sales pitch for that. And we are aware, like the members are aware about which entity we have to partner with and which project we need to pitch, and accordingly we do that.
Yes, but then what I want to tell you is because just now, right, when I asked you the question is whether your members are doing like a info desk, is because there's info center. How does it look like, right? In the area. So when you say I want to know about this, and then they will tell the information and then it's done, right? But then what consultancy is different is consultancy is a process for guiding them to figure out what they need. Okay, so it's okay, but then I will give you an example right now, so then you guys will understand what is the difference of it. Okay, I also used this example with Indonesia last time when they asking me for a call. So imagine now you guys are in a gym room. Any one of you never know what is gym room. Okay, you guys know what is that, right? Okay, cool. Then the next question is, in a gym room, there are so many different types of machine in there. Okay, can you tell me which one will you choose and why?
Okay.
Yeah. You
I will choose the second one in second row because it looks like a chair. I'll be able to sit.
this one, right? Because you want to
Yeah.
sit, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How about Nana?
I think I will choose the fourth one because I can lay down but not do anything.
Yeah, okay, these are the people like if I just want to go to travel, I'm not going to develop leadership. It's exactly you go to a gym room, you just want to sit and like not really doing any goals of it. That's exactly how your EP looks like. Okay, it's fine. That's the point it come up to, right? I want to ask you, when you choose the machine, is that what you need or what you want when you choose it?
That is what we want.
Yeah, that is what you want, right? But
Yeah.
have you ever figured out what is your need and why you need to go to a gym room?
To get fit.
To
I
get
want to be
fit,
healthy.
right? You what?
Yeah.
What again?
Need to be healthy.
Need to be healthy. I thought you would say losing weight.
I was about to say that.
It's okay because he tell me before. It's okay. How
Julius, no tea outside, only inner tea.
oh, okay. It's fine. I will not say anymore. How about Rivik?
I'll just go to lose weight maybe.
Lose weight, right? Yeah. What are these? Yeah, exactly. What are these, right? Yeah, same as me when I go to the gym room, there's so many machines. And also I cannot choose this as well. But then most probably you're gonna have like those same goals, I want to, okay, I want to lie down in the gym room or I want to sit in the gym room, but then I need to, be healthier, I need to lose weight, I need to gain more muscle, right? Then that's why coming into here, when you're choosing the machine, you need the knowledge on which to choose. If I ask you, right, among all these machines that you have here, which one can help you? Okay, with all these machines, can you tell me which one that you need in order to help you to lose weight?
I really don't know. I can say it's only like muscle up. I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
The fifth one and the sixth one and the first one.
And this one, right? Why?
First, fifth, and sixth.
First and sixth. This one. This two.
And fifth also.
This one. Why?
Looks like more of activity because you have to pull things down, you have to move things. Otherwise, you can just sit or lie down if you're lazy.
Oh, you can move things and you can lift things. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's how it looks like. And that's how your EP looks like as well when they come in. I want to define my career development, but how? I don't know. I just want to go Europe. That's exactly what you do. And that's exactly how you guys go into the gym room. It's exactly the same. So then that's why when you go to a gym room, I'm sure you see there's a type of person there walking around in the gym room very often. Have you ever seen some PT inside of your gym room, like personal trainers?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Do you know what are these people?
They are trained professionals.
Gym trainer.
Oh, gym trainer. Yeah, like in Hong Kong we call it PT. But anyway, you know what is that, right? But why you need it? Why you need these people?
So they can teach us.
They can teach you.
They can guide us in the right way.
Guide you in the right. Yes, exactly. So like right? Actually, in the gym room, you if you have a PT, they will help you to like check your weight, check your height, and then like asking your goals, like how many weights you want to lose, and how much duration that you want in order to lose that weight, like how often you do exercise, what is your availability. Exactly the same, right? But then they have a very systematic way to do different measurement, and at the end of the day, the training that they provide to you is based on what you need. If, for example, if I'm going to there and I tell them I need to lose weight, they would tell, okay, if you want to lose weight, you want to be slim, like you cannot only do cardio, you cannot only running on the track like again and again, because like you need to do weightlifting, to train up your muscle. And then when you have your muscle, then it will help you to burn your fat. Okay, this is just a brief one. I'm not professional, so I cannot tell you how it exactly look like. But they would design a course that actually able to suitable inside of your situation, and then it helps you to achieve your goals. Like if you want to lose, like for example 10K in 3 months, then like they will have a training for that, and they will advise you, and they will even tell you, okay, for example, VVS want to lose like 40K in 2 months, and they will tell that doesn't make sense, it's not gonna work, and because it takes time, and besides like doing coming and do exercise, you also need to like on diets, all those stuff, right? And it doesn't make sense for you to lose weight too fast because it will bounce back, for example. So they use that professional opinion to tell you, based on what they understand about you, what is the best option for you, and they were able to explain you clearly. So actually, inside of the gym room, PT is also one type of the consultants that you can see as well. And there are many different types. For example, if you go to buy insurance and you have an insurance agency, there are also the consultants as well that helping you to design like what is the insurance package that is suitable for you. So that's why it's like, and how you're going to look in ISET, right? Yeah, our members supposedly is also doing a consultant as well. That's why you call that meeting consultancy, right? But then ask yourself from 1 to 10, how well your member is playing the consultant's role inside of the consultancy meeting. Are you talking? If yes, you can unmute yourself. 2? Okay. 2.
Yeah, 3 to 4 max.
3 to 4. Why? What's missing right now?
Because we still need to develop the entire framework for at the consultancy at the LC level, right? As I mentioned earlier.
So you lack of development. How about Dana?
I think why I say 2, because they don't see the learning or the development they can get when they are practicing consultancy spaces with customer. So the only thing I just getting is time consuming. I have other things to do. I have many leads to do this and do that. So they don't feel like they don't getting the benefits. I think so.
Okay, so first of all is they don't understand why, right? And secondly, like what Rivik say is that they are, they don't have enough knowledge and capacity to do it, right? Then I will ask you a question. Do you know how much knowledge or like skills that they have in order to deliver a consultancy?
Truly, I don't know about this.
Oh, you never asked them before. So you assume they know how to do, right? Okay, cool. Okay, understand. So then that's why coming into here, why we have this topic today about sales capacity audit. Exactly, is what you guys having right now. You don't know what your members doing. You think they cannot do it, but if I ask you deeper, what are the things they cannot do it? You cannot tell me. And how you're going to improve them, you also doesn't know as well, right? That's why for today's space, we're going to talk about sales capacity audit. And why it's very important right now is because this is a time for you to catch up your last time for your approval peak. I don't know what have you been educating them in before, but this will be your last checkpoint to see how much competency they have. And then you can decide what are the things you can change right now in terms of education. And then you can improve it like in the next 1 month, as well as preparing for your next approval peak in summer as well. Okay, so there will be 3 main objectives of it. First of all is defining what is an ideal membership in each sales member. What are the competency in terms of knowledge, skills, and attitude they need to have in order to achieve the goal. And for us, it will have a system or building up a system in terms of how to evaluating and educating that. So we will let every LCPP and TL to understand what is the current sales capacity of the members, and then based on the knowledge level, based on the competency level right now, we can able to map, okay, what is the development plan that we need to have. Last but not least is also about smart decision for the HR strategy as well. For example, based on your capacity right now, you will find the answer that whether it helps you to achieve your goals and whether you have enough people to handle leads as well. So if not, you either improve the competency or you need to increase the number of members. Okay, so this is like the objective of this system. And why this is very important, because if your performance not coming, most probably you will be looked at is you have machine that you want them. Okay, this is the input I give you, which is, you know, the one put on top, and then you have the output that, oh, I want harmony exchange, but at the end of the day, the machine broke down, and you don't know why, because you never check it, like how the machine process when they when you give them the input and the output, because you only check the two ends, but you never check in the middle what's happening in the process. And at the end of the day, you guys were going to point at each other and say, I give all the support you already as MC, why you're not performing? And LC is like, I try to do whatever you tell me to do already, and it's still not performing, and it's not my fault, MC. I do everything you tell me already. I don't know, do you have this situation or not? But then, yeah, this is the thing that we hope to solve your issue today. So I hope everyone have some understanding of why we're having this call for today. So I will speed up into the next part about talking about consultative selling. Okay, so first of all, a lot of you telling me that member doesn't understand why they need to do consultancy, right? So here I give you a tips that you can bring it to go to talk to your member and tell them why you need to do consultative sales, why you need to learn for it. So according to World Economic Forum, this is a new one, okay? 2025, okay? Which means when they graduate, what are the things they need, okay? There are 10 different skills that they need in 2025, okay? And if you look into all these skills that they're having, out of 10, 5 of them are problem-solving skills, okay? Which means they need to solve problem when someone else have a problem, they're able to provide a solution. Or when they face a problem, they're able to find a solution for it. And inside of it, it will be including, for example, analytical and innovation, complex problem solving, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And then you will be also seeing that like resilience and stress tolerance, as well as, yeah. So these are the most important one, and you can see problem solving is contributing half out of 10 for the most important skills that they need to have, okay? And that's why it's very important, because right now the world doesn't need any robot, and it doesn't need anyone who cannot think anymore, because robot can replace all the things that like, you know, it doesn't need to think. And it's just a matter of the time only, because even developing country, right? You may say, yeah, I don't need it. Like, you know, we don't that advanced. But look into COVID, like what's COVID bring in? People are working more and more remotely, and they can even hire people working remotely is outside of your country as well. So the automation is really coming into the world, and that's why it's very important that we need people that can work and they can think, but not doing something that actually automation can help us to do it. If I just need an info desk, just set a chatbot on that. Like people can click on the chatbot with whatever they want and they can get all the information already. But our knowledge and the advice that we can bring in is the most important thing that make our service value and people will want to pay for it, okay? So yeah, so that's why we bring in this topic. So to talk about consultative sales, right, I bring in a video to explain to you guys what is it, okay? So we will have like around 5 minute time to watch video.
Hello, I'm Brian Tracy, and a question that I'm
okay, let's video about it.
Often asked in my hundreds and hundreds of sales seminars is what's the difference between consultative selling and normal selling? Well, normal selling is often called transactional selling. It's like you go up to the newspaper stand, you buy a newspaper, you pay them a certain amount of money, and you walk away. Sometimes we call on customers and we make a sale, and they receive the product or service, and they thank you, and they pay you, and they walk away. A consultative salesperson, however, is different. A consultative salesperson sees themselves as a consultant. And a consultant has certain special qualities that make them different. One is consultants are professionals. They are people who are looking for people who have problems that they can solve with their product or service. Consultants are very focused on results, especially financial results. When I built my network of professional training facilitators worldwide, I taught them that their job is profit improvement. Their primary job is to go into a company and talk to the decision makers and find out how they can use their service to help their company to achieve or improve their financial results. So we say you are financial improvement specialists. One of the things that consultants do is when they look at their clients, they think about their clients in terms of the long term. They see their clients as friends. They see their clients as people that they will work with for months and even years in order to help them to improve their lives and work with their special qualifications. Now, how does a consultant consult? I'll often ask this question. If you hired a consultant to come into your company and the consultant sat there, how do they consult? And after a little bit of thought, people would say, well, they would ask questions. Yes, a consultant is a problem detective. What they're doing is they're asking you questions to find out if you have a problem or need that their special expertise can help you to solve. It's sort of like if you go to a doctor. The first thing that a doctor does is a complete examination. The doctor doesn't recommend a prescription or a course of treatment. The doctor asks you a lot of questions, does a lot of tests, and only then comes back with a diagnosis and says, this is what I think your situation is, and these are the alternatives that we have to deal with your situation. Consultants also provide customized versus generic solutions. Now, a customized solution means it's what we almost call a co-generated solution. The solution is generated in cooperation with the customer. We don't go in with a solution. We go in and step by step, as we get to understand the needs and problems and difficulties of the client, then we start to suggest, well, perhaps we could do this, or perhaps we could do that. And the solution that they come up with is completely privatized, completely personalized to that particular company. Their calls in consultative selling are far more interactive. There's about a 70% rule. We say that 70% of the work of a consultant is asking questions, and 30% or less is listening. As they go through the consulting process, they provide insights to their prospects and customers. They ask, have you ever thought of doing it this way? Or what if we were to approach it from this point of view? Or did you realize that it's now possible to achieve your goals using this method or this technology? In other words, they don't tell people what to do. They provide insights to demonstrate their expertise and to open the customer to the possibility that working with you can make a big difference. So how do you become a consultative salesperson? Many years ago, I learned this from a consultative salesperson. He said the hardest part of becoming a consultant is having the courage to call yourself a consultant. So after that, I began to practice these words. When I met with a client, and I was selling financial services, investments, eventually real estate and other things. When I met with a client, I say, Mr. Prospect, please relax. I'm not here to sell you anything. I see myself more as a consultant than as a salesperson, and all I would like to do today is ask you some questions and see if we can't help you achieve your goals in a cost-effective way. Would that be okay? And always I found that people accept you at your own evaluation of yourself. If you tell the person you're a consultant, they accept you as a consultant. And then they wait to see if you perform as a consultant. And when you start to ask questions and take notes and ask follow-up questions and give the client lots of opportunity to talk about their problems and difficulties as they relate to your services, they see you as a consultant and they become wide open to accepting your advice. Now, if you want to become a consultative salesperson, you have to take action. So what is the one action that you can take immediately?
Hi guys, are you still alive? I hope you are there.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, so just to just to recap, like what is consultative selling, right? Actually from outside, yeah, we may have a lot of like we always tell people, we say that we do consultancy, but how much time we really know how to ask enough follow-up questions to figure out the long-term goal. Remember, right, in the beginning, I'm sure you guys were doing market research, right? And you remember we asked you guys about their life goal, their life pain, which is something that quite long-term. But how many of you really identified a specific one during your market research? And how many of you really in the consultative in the consultancy meeting, you really ask people deep enough to understand what is their long-term goal and how this product can fit into what they need? Or simply you just give like different sales speech for people to just recite it and tell to your customer. Yeah, so this will be my food for thoughts of you, like to really think about what are the things that we are doing in our consultancy meeting, okay? And then you need to know that consultative selling is a style of selling that focuses on building trust for the customer, which means that the relationship you have is not, yeah, you come, ask me a question, I answer you like a robot, which you just can just even do it on chatbots, like, to be honest. And, you know, like, yeah, whatever you ask, I'll just tell you whatever you want. And yeah, if you say that you want to go to Europe, they'll find you a Europe opportunity, sort out like a machine from my spreadsheet, and they just send you the link. Yeah, so it's very important for us to ask enough follow-up questions to understand what they need before we do recommend, we recommend any service for them. And also we need to bridge the gap in terms of how our offer is actually can benefit the customer itself in the long run. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear on here. Any question about brief, like the brief of consultative selling?
Wave.
Okay, cool. Then I will go look into something that are deeper. So just now we were talking about traditional sales, and we are talking about consultative sales, right? To let you have a brief on it. I'm sure a lot of you are doing sales pitch, which I also understand it. When I was MC, I also do it as well. The reason I do it is because I just feel like I don't know how to train my members, and I don't have time to really, you know, like teach them one by one. I just want them to, you know, talk to my customer exactly what I plan, no matter what the customer asks. Just answer enough for you.
I just got a call. I need to go someplace. I'll be back in some time.
Okay, yeah, can. So yeah. And when you look into it, right, you may have like a lot of time thinking about, yeah, like there is one sales pitch is good enough already. People can do it. And then another one is like you may think that one solution can actually fit with all what your customer wants, and it's just a short-term like relationship. It's okay lah. Like, you know, you just need to apply and then approve, and that's all. That's all for our relationship with the customer. But that's why we are doing a lot of time our traditional sales. And that's why I'm asking you guys, are you guys doing like an info desk with your customer? But then if you want to, a lot of time you guys tell me, I want to improve my NPS, I want my customer trust trust our member. Then I will ask you, what are things that you are doing right now to build the trust with your customer right now, and whether you're able to provide the consultancy service. So to let you see overview on what is a consultative sales process look like, these are the 7 things that it will be include. So the first one is research, which means you need to research about the customer. I'm sure you will ask your member, yeah, like just open the profile of the members, of the leads, and then I try to, you know, find some information out of it, and yeah, like, and that's all. But then also ask yourself, right, how much of these things that you do research really helps you to ask follow-up questions afterward? Because the next stage, it will be about ask. You need to ask more open-end questions. And I would suggest is not only open-end question, it's also about like how you're asking more and more follow-up questions that at the end of the day, you can facilitate your customer to figure out what is their life, what is the goals, and what is the needs, and what are the challenges they are facing right now. So that's why they will need the service, right? So when you asking questions, and our skill set very important is you need to listen. You really, really need to be active listening. It's not just she tell me and then I note it down on the system. I'm like the lead scoring system. You click on the chat box, right, on the drop down list. But then really understand where they are coming from. Yeah, like for example, if they tell I want to go to an MNC to work in the future. This is my life goal. Then why you want to be in an MNC? For example, they will tell you, yeah, like because in MNC, I think like, you know, the position will be good. They are and they have more jobs opportunity that I can progress in the future. So yeah, then why what, like for example, why you want to progress in a like in the company? Oh yeah, because I want to, you know, be in a manager role, and I want to manage people, and I don't want to just do execute in a bottom layer, right? So if you want to be a management role, then why you have that, and what are things you're doing? So you need to ask more and more follow-up questions, and at the end you may find that yeah, at the end the solution is always leadership skills. If you want to manage people, then you need to develop leadership skills, and why our products is a right product for you to develop leadership. then that is where you bring in your product to introduce the product to your customer. Yeah, but how many of our customers right now really know how to ask a question for it? Yeah, so that I would say it's here. And then after you listen, that is about teach. That means introducing your products to them, and introducing these products can solve their problem. And then you will go for qualified, which means whether this list have all the minimum things that you need to have in order to be a hot list, and then you will start apply, accept, and approve, and then you close the deal when they pay. Yeah. So this is how the whole service sales process look like in consultative sales. And here are also some tips as well, but I'm not going to go through it here. But yeah, so we will give you some time to read it afterward. But these tips are actually built on top of this process, including like, for example, what it will done, like if you ask too much question, so you need to always balance with insights, like how you build trust, like it's always based on knowledge base. So whether you have enough knowledge on that, like how you can keep the conversation be conversational and genuine, but not really pushing a lot, and how much you own the conversation as well as something that you like a friends that you are, talking with each other, and also how you have the feedback process as well, and research, and also listening. So these are all the tips that you guys can read afterward in the slides. Yeah. So before we move into building the system, anyone have any questions?
I have a question regarding, you said just now an example that you've given, right? The EP that wants to work with MNC, but how will you ask the question until he will say, okay, the answer is there's something that we need to develop is leadership. So this is really great.
So you need to ask with the flow. Like for example, Dana, what do you want to do in your life? What is your end goal?
I want to have a proper career. Career that makes me happy. Yeah.
So from your understanding right now, what kind of jobs and career will make you feel happy?
I think a salesperson or a salesperson or working as a human resource.
Do you think sales or HR can be a job that makes you feel happy?
Yes, it is. It makes me happy.
Huh? Why?
Yeah, because I think I am able to engage with people. If salesperson, I will go talk with them and see how can I tailor the people with my product, And for HR, I think developing people is part of my passion to see them grow, and I will be happy when I see people grow with our services.
So which means you want to be someone that can help people through your jobs, right?
Yes.
So right now, if you want to be an HR or if you want to be a sales, what are things you're preparing right now in order to help you to become a sales or HR in the future?
I think right now I'm just taking opportunities so that I'm able to be initiating some tasks and start taking action, so that I'm practicing some opportunities that are able to contribute to my future career.
So you're actually having different working on different stuff to help you, right? But what is the opportunity exactly you're doing right now? I think that's good. Like at least what are the opportunity exactly you're working on?
I think the opportunities are exactly. I think right now is I'm contacting. Example, I'm working in Isaac right now. I have products to sell, so I will be talking with my customer regarding the product, and then how can I persuade them to buy the product itself, like for their own development.
I see. So then, how do you think about your current development? Are you on a good progress? Is it why? Why is no?
I think I'm still lacking in some skills that able to make sure my customers trust me as a person when I'm talking to them. And I think I'm lacking of skills actually in a related field. Yeah.
What kind of skills in related field do you need exactly?
Yeah, I think for me, I think the skill example, leadership or how to talking with people, communication, and then how to understand our customer, mostly empathizing and how we can tailoring, problem solving.
Empathizing, problem solving, and communication, right? So have you ever think about like what are the environment you need in order to develop communication, problem solving, and also sorry, I forget. I didn't take notes. Sorry.
Yeah. Empathize, communication, empathize, problem solving. No, I never thought about the environment.
So how much? So is this what you want to improve right now?
Yes, I want to improve this.
So have you ever think about what you can do in order to improve the communication skills and also like?
No, I never thought about that.
So I actually have some ideas for you. Maybe you can consider about it. So actually, I have done some research before. When you living and working in an environment that you are totally new with, because all the things you are exposed into is something that out of your comfort zone. It's something that not you can expecting from. So that's why it will help you generally to be more observant when you go to a new environment. And that will be actually helping you to learn and practice like a newborn baby, that when you come to a new world, you will observe things around, you're trying to understand a bit more. So it will actually help you to to build the habit on having empathizing on your surrounding, on the people around. Secondly is if you work abroad, it will be also in a different cultural context. So that's why it will challenge your original thought process in terms of how to communicate with people, because it will be very different from how you used to having before, because people around you are growing up from a similar background, which you have that common sense to help you, okay, like things should be work like this in Malaysia. But then if you go into an environment that is completely new for you, then you will able to challenge yourself to see how you can communicate in a different way. That's why it's suitable for people who have a different thought process with you and coming from a very different cultural background. Yeah. So actually this will help you as well. And the last one, what was that again? Sorry. Empathizing. Okay, don't be like me when you do sales, okay?
Okay. Problem solving.
Problem solving, yeah. So most probably working in a new environment will be even coming more problems compared to before, compared to you working in a local environment. Because firstly, you receive a lot of challenges, like not a lot, but then like still more challenges when you come to a working environment that you are not originally get used to, and you need to solve like different problem in terms of how to managing yourself. This will be the first part, because you're not going to have parents around you, your mom not going to feed you, and you need to figure it out by yourself. And secondly is also coming into a new workplace with all the cultural context is different, because the situation is different. So the problem that you solve will be also different as well. So that's why it will help you to build up your problem solving skills. Yeah. So that's why I would suggest you to go on GTA or GTE. I mean, on our products. Yeah.
Wow, this is nice.
Oh, that is fake, Dana. It's okay. But yeah, I hope you get what I mean.
Yes. I get it. I'm very clear now. Thanks for this.
So actually, the whole flow is you just ask the questions more and more and more and deeper until you find a connection point. Then you have the right information to, thanks. You can go on GT. Yeah, you can contribute to my performance as well. You can go after your turn, okay? But yeah, I hope you have some more thoughts on it. So that's why in the coming time, we were going to have some time looking into the sales capacity audit system. Yeah. So to give you some brief concept about ability, we always say, right? Yeah, our members lacking of ability to do sales. They don't know how to talk to the customer, so on and so forth. So that's why I will break down into what ability actually have in 3 areas. So the first one is about attitude, about know why. Okay, know why is not about know why you need to sell this product or why you need to go to GTA or GT. Okay, that's not know why. But that why is about the attitude that the desire that they have in order to acquire those knowledge and skills. Do they know why they need to have these skills and knowledge, and like what are the attitude they need in order, you know, to acquire and also to perform this knowledge and skills? Yeah. So this is about know why, and the second is skills, which is about know how you can execute a task, like what are skills that you need at all. And then the last one is about knowledge, know what. So for example, in the sales process, do you know what are you exactly selling? So this part would be knowledge. And in between, right, what is the thing in between is if you have the right attitude and you have the right skills, then that's where you come from commitment. And if you have the right attitude and you also have the right knowledge, then you will able to know what is your purpose on doing this job. And the last one is if your process is not going well, which means your member either is lacking knowledge or skills. And when all these three coming together, that's why you're going to have ability. Okay, so if you always think that my members lack of commitment, then yeah, go break it down to see is that missing attitude or are they missing skills? Or your process is not converting well, then look into it whether they have enough skills or knowledge or not. And you say they don't have the purpose of like doing this job, then look into the attitude and knowledge again. What are things missing? Or maybe at the end of the day, all three are missing. Then that's the things that you need to figure out how to improve them. So here's the example in terms of skills, knowledge, and also attitude. As for example, teacher. As a teacher, the skills that they have is communication skills, like having leadership skills because they are, you know, having the whole class together, right? Leading the class in the classroom. And then also need to be organized as well because they need to know how to organize the, you know, the class itself. And then culture, so like what kind of knowledge, what kind of knowledge they need. For example, children's learning, so how to teach children. When children are having conflict, they need to have knowledge about how to handling conflict, so on and so forth. And at the end of the day, about attitude. So attitude is also something that it will influence, I would say, not directly in the process, but it will affect the whole atmosphere inside of the role itself. So that's why, for example, if they are teacher, they need to be patient, they need to be open-minded with like different students' ideas, so on and so forth. So this will be an example how does like KSA look like here. So now we are going to have some working time together. Yeah, okay, so you can go to this link. So when you go to this link, firstly, what I want you guys to do is look into all these competence block and think about what are the competency that actually you need in order to develop is needed in a oGT member, okay? And what are the expected behaviors that they need to have? So for this competence, for example, if I want to put curiosity, then the behaviors of my members should be about like whether they're able to show their desire to know more and learn more about the customer itself. You get what I mean? Okay, so we're going to have 15 minutes time to work on that. Yeah, so you can start now. So one more thing that I can share with you guys is just now we have actually some, you know, about there are some files and also an article I want you guys to read, right? So you can also go to here. You can find all of the resources there as well. Like for example, what is consultative sales, like what is the process, and then what are tips that they have, right? So mostly this part will also bring into some ideas about the attitude part as well. What do they need? So you can also read the link below to read the article. I think the article will give you more insight to build a system. Yeah. So yeah, so you can start now.
If you wake up in the morning and I get out of the room and you don't say good morning and like your face is all cringy, I'm gonna be like, why do you have a grumpy attitude today? Like, is the thing that is the feeling that you inspire to people. So what is the attitude that you want yeah, your consultants basically to have to work
Professional
like
can be an attitude, right?
no, like the feeling, yeah, the feeling that you want customers to get from your consultants. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Thanks for the. Okay. Okay. If you have any thoughts like what can be an attitude, you can share also. You can see, chief.
Okay, cool. So let's have some feedback time together. Yay! Go, Fatih.
Okay. When it comes to attitude, okay, the first feedback that I have, or the first observation, is about confident. Like how is having a confident attitude gonna help the customer? Because after all, attitude is what is the feeling that the customer gets, right? So yeah, just be careful that customers don't get intimidated if confidence is something that you push in your salespersons. um, Skills, consulting, objection handling, listening, critical thinking, resourceful, relationship building. Okay, looking at the way we do things in ISEC and what are the things that we are lacking of, I think consulting is definitely a skill that we need. Objection handling, do we really need it? Are we really facing like the problem that we have more is that like our members are not able to consult or facilitate the the customers getting to know the products and everything. So I'm just not sure that objection handling is what we need the most as a skill. Listening maybe, but it can be more of detail oriented or maybe with critical thinking, because they're not all the time having conversation with them, but then it's about like how they, like you already wrote it, how to write down to the important details. So maybe it's about detail orientation, or it can be part of critical thinking, being resourceful, relationship building. um, Instead of relationship building, I will suggest more what is that called, interpersonal skills. Like they don't necessarily need to build relationship with their customer, but then they need to have interpersonal skills to let the person like build a connection. So yeah, when it comes to knowledge, I think SOP, customer flow, product value proposition are good. JTJDs as well. CV and resume, yes. What might we be missing? Sorry, what is that called? What is that called? Oh my God, the ISEC way. I think is the thing that we don't explain at all to the customers. Maybe we think because they are internship, like it's not relevant. But yeah, I think the ISEC way is very important, especially like why we do things and how they can align that to the product value proposition. I think that's a very good sales point that we have in ISEC, especially when it comes down to the point of leadership that we don't mention. Yes, that's my feedback.
Cool.
I
Okay,
think I also want to add something. Hi, I want to add something also, but feedbacking into, I'm not sure where is can be the skill or attitude, because when MC are downscaling something, I wish that I get feedback so I can align to make sure their operation is at ease. I'm not sure whether it's a skill.
Is it what a
salesperson? No.
Can you finish the description, the one that you typed here? Okay, so I think I have a few feedback on here. So let's go up to attitude first. I think like for attitude, curiosity can be one, and also professional is I think besides proper language, it's also about like how they can show their expertise and their knowledge through conversation. Yeah. But so I think this one can. And then like for the confidence, I do agree that like confident doesn't mean presents the solution to the customer. Because confidence is a feeling that whether the things that you are telling, you really understand it well, right? So which means when they communicate, can they clearly communicate what they want to explain to the customer? So I think it's actually about the communication itself. But not, I mean, I can give you a solution, but I can, Dana, I think like this can be, you know, that doesn't help you to perceive that person as confident. Yeah, you get what I mean?
Yes, I get you.
So, and then for example, reliable, yeah, but then reliable, I'm not sure like how you define mentor relationship, because behavior, right? That means something that they do in action, right? So I think responsive can be one, but also mentor relationship, I am not sure as oGT. Yeah, and especially our members are quite young. So if I want to change something for reliable, I would say like I think it's about like whether they can show in the whole space that they are well prepared and they have sufficient knowledge in the space. Yeah. And then friendly, I think friendly is also about, because you have a professional in above already. So I'm not sure about professional communication, but I don't know what is this, okay? But then I think more important is also about, do they know how to do icebreaking? Because it will help them to bring them into the conversation, I would say. So then that's something you can look into. And then consultative, I think for consulting, right? Consulting, I don't think the direct part of it is about because for me, consulting skills is a behavior that people able to ask the right question and then able to ask a follow-up questions to identify the real needs of the customer, which is the second part that you type. And then afterward, they able to identify like when is the point that they have enough information, then they provide the solution. So it's not only about showcasing the solving the problem. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think you can type it down as well, so other people can read your output afterward. And then for objection handling, so I do think objection handling is required in us. It's not about like, yeah, I don't want to go, but then a lot of time is when I talk to Indonesia, they have the same issue, is people will just tell, I will call you again like when I need when I need it, or I will call you back again like in like 1 week, but then at the end of the day, people just don't. So whenever people doesn't show like immediate interest, or they don't want to go with the call to action we give them, then how they're going to handle it? Yeah. So I think it will, yeah, I think that will be a good one to have. And then I think for listening, it's not about like it's not only about they write down the notes or not, but it's also about when they listen, right? Whether they can catch the key point and also have the empathy on the customer. So I think it's about empathetic. Yeah. Critical thinking. Yeah, I think can resourceful. Can. But I think Fatih also talked about like whether they can find the right resources, and also I think it's about the time itself as well. Like how long does it take for them? Like I don't expect people find resources and tell me after 3 days, for example. Yeah. So whether they have they know where to find the information and they can provide to the customer on spot, like majority of the time. Yeah. So yeah, build connection. Okay. And then SOP what does it mean, customer flow? You put it here.
What I mean by customer flow is to sign up to apply, to what other missions do they to deliver the services.
Yeah, but how does it relevant to the sales?
How does this relevant to the sales? It should be. Okay. I think it's not relevant, or it's relevant.
I think customer flow is about whether they can explain to the customer about how does the whole process go, they will go through. I mean, you can change your customer journey if you want, but then like it's about how the whole process they will go through in the upcoming time after consultancy. So you should tell them during the consultancy, right? And
yes.
About like your SOP in the consultancy meeting. Okay. And then product value proposition. Is it a behavior? Like you put it here.
And the product value proposition.
You mean that they can explain, right? They can.
Yeah. I mean, they can explain. Okay.
How their they can bridge between the value proposition to the customer needs and goals, right?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I think you need to rephrase it better.
What can I rephrase? Like bridging the value proposition and the product customer needs, is it?
Yeah. It's okay. You can change it later. And then, okay, I think the last one that I think for CV is not differentiate they are good CV or bad CV. It's not the point you do consultancy in best CV or good CV.
Knowledge is okay. Like this, right? I can change into understanding needs and wants.
Yeah, but anyway, the last two I would suggest the first one is why you don't put IR. I didn't see IR in anywhere. Aren't your consultancy meeting is to, tell what are the IR partner you have, and then yeah, so they should be able to explain clearly about the IR partner. What are things that they they can have. Like what are things they can provide, and how does what kind of experience that they are providing. And the last one I would suggest you to have is about the, I think you need to have some industrial knowledge and trend. You know, like marketing, what is the trend of marketing happening right now, especially in Malaysia or in your IR partner destination. Yeah. So that's why you can give insight to people. Otherwise, you will just tell all the information about the products. There's nothing about like how to developing your IT career through our exchange program, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So after we have this, right, then we will go to the next part. The next part is about assessment. So which means that it, no, sorry, not assessment. So you have one more part to do, I'm sorry. So actually what in here is you need to define in here, what is the skills, okay, there's skill set level, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. So for 0, 1, 2, 3 is about like if they don't have that, if they don't have that skills, they don't have that skill set, then it's 0, okay, non-existent. And if they are low, then you put 1. And then 2 is medium, 3 is high, okay? Then you need to identify between newbie, senior, and master, different level of your sales. What are the levels that they have in this competency? Okay, so I will give you 5 minutes time. You just think a bit.
Okay. So here is I need okay. So I need to assess. Is it?
No. You need to think. For example, imagine you have you have a very new member. You have a member that are quite performing, and you have a member that's very performing. So what are the differences in their skill set level here? So for example, maybe I will say if they are newbie, mostly they are low in consultant. But if they are master, they should be 3. Or maybe new members, I will think they will even 0. I don't think they know. They just are information desk. That's how I think.
So I just put, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just put a benchmark there. That's a 5 minute off.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So okay, it's fine. So in here, right, you have reliable. I would suggest you what if they not even 3? What will you do? So they are not, you will kick them out of ISET.
No, it's something that it's something non-negotiable. You have to talk to a customer.
Yeah, but then like you know that's the reason you set different level of it.
Yeah.
You know they are the lowest one, which means like I don't know what you can do if they are not even newbie, you know?
Okay, then I can put them on.
Yeah. So, and also this as well.
Product value proposition?
Resourceful and then failing problem. So first of all, right, you tell me last time most of your member doesn't know where to find the right opportunity and they don't check it at all, right? So they are newbies, exactly. Right? If you put like this, right, it should be. It's just your members. Yeah, your members. So how will it look like? So usually newbie should be low. That's why you know what, like you cannot put too high for it because you will know after, otherwise you don't know what to develop them afterward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
And value proposition, I don't think like, okay, it's okay. You put it like this, okay, whatever. So the next part we're going to do is about assessment, okay? So I will copy all the things that you put here into here, okay? So these are all the criteria that you have set for your product, and then you also set a benchmark for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It looks like this, okay? So what's next is you need to do you need to do, how do I say? You need to do auditing with your members, which means you need to go talk to them and see what is their knowledge level right now. Okay, so that's why in here, what's the next going to do is, remember I asked you to prepare the consultancy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the next part that we're going to do is assessment time. Yes. So I will be the EP. You will be the consultant.
Wow.
And yeah. So this Fatih, to let you know, this is my CV. Okay. So I pretend that I'm EP. So for other people, that means Fatih. What I need you to do is you need to assess him. Okay. So what you need to do is can you see here? Okay. So what you need to do is you see there's an expected behavior, right? That is something that we expect a good salesperson should have. Then what you need to do is based on his performance, the next part that he's going to do with me about the mock sales, you need to do note taking. So this is like very important, especially for TM as well. If you go to all the TM interview, they will also put the note taking down about what are the action it's do. So that's why it comes to conclusion that you have that competency level. Okay, so now he will do a mock sales with me, and then you will going to note take, and then you will evaluate his competency level. Okay, so at the end of the day, we will know whether Dana is a newbie, senior, or master on this. Okay.
Okay, can you send me the link in Telegram?
Okay, can Telegram, right?
This is going to be fun.
Okay. Can amazing. Yeah. Okay. So then let's start it. Dana. Okay. So
Can start already?
yeah. So okay.
3, 2, 1, action.
Mm.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, action. So you can start the okay, no. 3, 2, 1, action. So hi, Phileas. So so may I know like let me off my cam, okay? So hi, Phileas. So my name is Dana. So today I'll be your consultant. So I would like to volunteer myself to be your consultant to understand more about what is your goal. So Phileas, how are you?
I'm good. I just finished my lunch.
Okay. So how was your lunch today?
I think it's good. But I just eating very rushed today, so I'm a bit tired right now.
All right. So cool. So I hope you had a very good lunch today. Okay. So right, I would like to know. Can I know why? How can I help you? Like, how can I help you from this space?
Actually, I don't know why we need to have this space. You just call me, say there's a concern.
Okay. So right. So
you
because. Okay. So today I found that your profile in our IZAP platform, and I would like to understand you more regarding how can we provide our facilitation for you to go for to achieve your goals and your needs. So based on your profile, I see that you have a very good working experience, and I would like to know from your side. So currently you're still working, I believe. So can I know what would you like to achieve after your, at the current moment that you're working? What's your life goal?
Oh, I want to find a job.
To find a job. Okay. Do you have, apart from that, apart from find a job, what's that? Do you have anything?
I just want to find a job.
Okay, you want to find a job. So what kind of job that you're looking for?
I was thinking about, actually, I think I will be interested in project management. Yeah, that's really something I feel interested about.
Project management. All right. So apart from project management, do you have any job in mind that you would like to work?
Yeah, I like project management, that's all.
Or only project management? Okay. Do you want to say something?
Huh? What?
Okay. So you're only interested in project management, is it?
Yeah. I saw
nice.
idea, but like it just come into my mind when it comes to about jobs. I want to manage project. I feel good for it.
Why do you think that you're actually qualified for going for this job, project management itself?
Actually, I don't think I'm qualified enough to be a project manager.
Oh, not qualified enough, is it? Okay, not qualified enough. So can I know why did you say so that you're not actually qualified enough?
Because I don't think I have a lot of project management skills. I mean, I manage like different people and doing different tasks together, but I think I never managed a very big scope of project.
Okay. So since you want to, to look for a job in project management, right? Do you have a specific industry that you want to involve in?
I think in industry wise, I would be interested in let me think. Industry. I think I will look into some marketing, I guess, or some HR.
What do you mean? Marketing and?
HR.
HR. Okay. So I'm done. Okay. I would actually, my question was which kind of industry you want to involve? Example, do you want to be, to involve yourself in MNC or SME or any accelerator or any startup? That's what I meant.
You mean company size?
Yeah, company size. Yes.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm quite I want to work in MNC in the future, but I don't mind to work in startup right now.
Don't mind. Okay. That's good. Startup, for your information, startup is a current company size that's actually booming up in Malaysia. Okay. So just for your information as well. So can I know why do you choose MNC and startup? Like, is there any reason behind?
I think for startup, it will be quite interesting because the company is small and new. So I like to involve in some, startup is also about solving, like they want to solve some social issues through their business, right? I want to work in startup because it makes me feel that I can help people through the work that I'm doing. And then also startup, usually the size of the company are smaller. So that's why I can understand like how does the whole company work. Yeah, but for MNC, I think I worked in MNC before. I like it, and they usually have diverse backgrounds. So so then I can work with many different people and nationality, and like they give good titles on my CV. So I want to build my CV. It will be good. I have an MNC experience, and it will help me to find my future job.
So you would prefer more in MNC than in startup?
Yeah, but I'm open to both. It's okay.
Okay. It's a very good virtue that you have, solving social issues and helping people. Okay, thank you. That's a very good virtue as a human being. All right. So, since you say very interested in project management, right? So have you ever did any research, like what kind of skills that you needed to go for? Have you done any research before?
Research.
Yeah.
Research. Project manager. I think I need to know how to manage timeline, engaging different stakeholders, and then and also like planning action, and also knowing how to do budgeting, I guess. Do you know anything about project management? Do you have any advice?
Yeah, I know. Yes, I have. Okay. So, okay, excuse me. So, right. So in project management, right, you need to have this kind of essential skills. Example, you need to have leadership, you need to be in communication, scheduling, you have to know manage risk, how to manage those costs, how to be very good in negotiating because you'll be engaging with different stakeholders, right? So you need to make sure that they buy your idea, okay? So you need to be very critical thinking, and then how you manage your task, quality, and then you must have a good sense of humor like me, okay?
Why do you need a sense of humor to be a project manager? I don't understand it.
Because that's kind of human skill you need to have. People don't like always you to be serious. You know, you have to be very engaging to other people to make sure that
Have you done?
you feel more approachable.
Have you do project management before?
I never done project management, but I have a friends that working in this field that have a very good sense of humor, and then they are actually have a very good job in Malaysia right now. Yeah, because they have a good sense of humor.
Okay.
Okay. All right, good. So yeah, actually, we have since you know I point out some of the informations here. So you want to be in project management, you're interested in project management, and then you actually are interested to work in either MNC or startup. You're open to both, and then you also said that your industry that you're interested is actually marketing and HR, and you said that you don't have enough skills, right? Okay, I would like to review back what have you said. And you never done any research so far?
Hey, don't need to read it to me again. That's very annoying.
Okay, thank you for info. All right, so next is I want to ask, have you tried do you have any working experiences in project management? Based on your profile, I don't think you have any project management skill. I don't see that you have any project experience.
Yeah, okay, I manage operation.
Oh, you manage operations, so you never manage a project. So do you think managing operation and managing project is same?
Somehow.
It's not. Yeah, it's not same. Okay, managing project is different. Managing
I think somehow it's the same.
Okay, it's not same.
You
cannot be stubborn.
What is the difference?
The difference is you're managing process, but managing project, you're managing the whole system itself. It's different. It seems that you've never done enough research. You don't have any qualifications to go for project management, but we have an offer for you to go for this opportunity.
I need to go. I have a call.
Okay. Bye, Fatih.
Okay, I took some notes. You continue, okay?
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
See you guys later. Bye.
Fatih, have you?
Okay. Yeah, that's very good. You can go for our global talent. Would you like to be interested in our global talent?
No.
Why? Can I know why? Why you reject us?
I don't see why I need to join it. If you don't have anything relevant for project management, I don't think I see a need for me to join GTA or global talent.
Okay. So what information would you like to have for you to be persuaded? Or you feel confident to?
How does it, even you don't offer me project management, at least tell me like how do I need it? Like, if you don't have it, then I don't see why I need to pay to go for something that's not relevant at all.
See, but at the moment, right? Yeah, we are sorry, we don't have any.
Yeah, that's all. Let's end all here. Bye.
Yes, bye.
Whatever. That's so. Hey. Okay, so right? If I'm going to get, I think like you have okay, it's okay like you have curiosity, try to understand. But then you okay. What I give to is because you ask questions, but then you didn't ask from my perspective. You're asking from sales perspective a lot. It's like, yeah, like it is a list of questions that are quite standardized, and you don't ask for example, like curiosity, right? Like you only ask me like you only keep telling me my profile is not suitable and la la la, but then you didn't ask me like if I'm you, I will ask, right, why you want to be project management while your profile mostly are marketing and also HR background. You get what I mean? Yeah, I think it's good that it's good that you ask the industry, but you don't understand the industry at all. When I tell you about project management, for example, it's on my CV. I write that I want to be project management. But if you are not familiar with project management, then you should go search about it. I write it there on my CV on the summary. I tell people that I want to be project management. So that's the first thing I think, like, I would suggest maybe one more column that you should add here is about like the consultation is about, remember, right? They have research in the beginning, research about the prospect, right? You didn't do enough research on me. If my CV tell you I want to be project management already, you should research about project management. Research about what the prospect interested JD. It's not about what is the JD, but then really read the CV in detail and research about it. And then professional, yeah, he gives you feedback already, it's okay. And then confidence, right? You are a bit like when you're having the consultation. It's like me just now doing with you on spot. So that's why it didn't feel very confident. And it doesn't give me reliable, okay? This one is bad, okay? Like you just keep telling me that I'm not good enough. Then like, if I'm not good enough, then I need to buy this product anymore. And even I have 3 years of working experience, you're still turning down me. You get what I mean?
So yeah.
So you should ask another question is, like, for example, based on your previous experience, I see mostly you work engineering and you work on marketing, right? So if you're looking into this, like, will you be interested in working in some MNC for long term in marketing, or like, I don't know, in engineering? If you look into background, right? I study marketing and engineering. Yeah, so actually you can use this to convince me. And it's okay that you ask in industry, but you don't understand industry. You're asking company sales. Industry is the right one because there can be like medical industry, but they need HR or they need like marketing. There can be like HR firm, they want a marketer. And project management is a scope, which means how many scope that you're going to manage, because it's a project, right? So you're going to manage a project, right? So you can choose some opportunity, actually have a management level opportunity for people like me, because I managed things before. And I tell you, right, it's okay to go to startup. So startup usually have more opportunity that they're managing a larger scope and they want people with more experience. So that's why they can handle more jobs. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, you don't familiar with the JD, okay? Like you cannot bring the, and then you don't research my CV. It's okay that you bring in some IR, but you are lacking of industrial knowledge. Isaac Way cannot access. You didn't mention it. Value proposition, Hafler. Okay, and then customer flow, it didn't mention. Okay, we didn't because it stopped there already. Okay, and then SOP. Oh, why is that? Yeah, SOP. I don't know what is your SOP of in Malaysia, so I cannot comment it. And then handle objection, you just asked me to leave. What the fuck? And when you don't listen to me at all when you do the consultancy, do you know? Like when I tell you, you just like a machine telling me again what I do, and that is very lack of insight. You know, I tell you so many things, you never give me in return. The only thing you return is what I tell you. Yeah, so that's why, like, I don't know what are you listening just now when I'm telling you. And then, okay, that's bad on relationship. I don't think we built a good relationship. We paused the call like in the middle and I just want to cut your line already. Yeah, critical thinking, like, no. Resourceful, I cannot say you never tell me anything about opportunity, okay? So, do you get the whole idea about the assessment?
Yes, I get you.
Okay. So like actually, okay, you need to improve product knowledge, okay? We need to improve a lot. Yeah, so I hope you understand it and yeah, give you feedback already. So if you want to know more about how sales audit system look like tomorrow, we were going to have a GCP sharing during the commission call, so you can ask her more about it, okay? So in the last part about the synergy with TM, so I'm going to go very faster, but then you can look into it again. So most important thing is after you do the whole assessment, it's about the reporting process. What does it mean? It means like during the process, it can help you to do performance projection to tell you based on your current capacity that you have, will you be able to achieve your exchange flow by that? Secondly, about education plan way forward. So what are the competency that is missing, and that's why you need to improve it according to it. And then last but not least, about next peak talent recruitment. It's a very important time you do it right now because it's going to help you on your approval peak, whether your member really know how to sell, and also at the same time to prepare in late December, you're going to have member recruitment. So you need to see whether you have enough member or not. If no, you need to recruit more. So how are we going to do it? Actually, I prepared a report template already. So if you're looking into here, right? Yeah, so these are all the things that you put it out there just now for the whole audit, right? And then yeah, so and then next is like when you put here, so okay, sorry, the last thing is you need to give a result. Okay, you need to fill in the information. For example, assess the information is done, and then like and then the assessor information, for example, is like Phileas and
assessor is someone who assess me, right?
yeah, so I tell you about how you do, right? So then it's me, okay? And assessment day is today, and then like who is your direct team that you put it there, okay? So and then you put a result. So based on here, compare your competency level here with your benchmark you put. Where are you right now?
Okay, I'm a newbie.
Okay, newbie, right? Yeah. Okay. So then after you do all this, you need to give one more thing is about the way forward and call to action. So you need to give feedback. For example, just now we're talking about curiosity is okay, right? What's more you want them to improve? I mean, feedback you can say like what are things is good that you think they can continue, and then what are the things that is not good, then you can improve. So what you can do here, these two columns is actually different because the things you put here is actually feedback. But then here you need to ask the LC to knock down its action. For example, like you didn't read and research the customer interests and key terms from the profile. So that's why I give you a one for it. You know what I mean? So like actually in here, why I put action is, yes, evidence is putting about the action, because sometimes the action that you do, someone may think is bad, but some people can think it's good. For example, Fatih think you are friendly, but for me, maybe I don't think so. Or Fatih think you are, I don't know where is the free, okay? But then yeah, so for example, Fatih think that you are professional, but maybe for me, I don't think so. So that's why you should knock down the action itself.
Is this what Vietnam using as well? It's very interesting.
Huh?
Is this what Vietnam using as well?
I don't know. They no. What they do is they only have competency to evidence. Yeah, but then they will direct say you have it, then it will be if you don't have, they only have yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And then they will identify if you have this, then you are newbies. You are senior. If no, then you're. But then actually, all of them is a scale. Actually, it's not only about vertical. You know, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Maybe their standard is higher. So if you like based on what you did just now, maybe they will give you no already. They don't even give you like 0, 1, 2, 3. You get what I mean? Yeah, and then you need to give the call to action for the team leaders, which means, like, for example, if you are team leaders, so if for the team leaders, like after you assess, what are the things you think this person need to improve? For example, if like you, right, you didn't read the CV clearly, the way forward is maybe you need to have some time to reading his lead's CV for a few times, like at least 3 times, in order to let him to understand how to read a CV, for example. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end, you can copy all this, and then you can put to the report straightforward directly, and then you will know it's like, for example, like Malaysia, and then Dana, like yeah, and then like members, for example, like yeah. So you can put it there, and then what's next is, afterward you can do is you will assess all of the people here, and then you can able to see how many newbie, senior, and master that you have. Okay.
Okay. Wow, this is very interesting.
Yeah, okay, so then next one is I want to ask you, okay, based on your experience with newbies, seniors, and master, how many leads that they can handle per person? How many approval they can do in one peak, minimum and maximum? So I will give you 2 minutes to fill in here.
Wow. Just put numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for example, your freshest members to your best member, like these three, how many customers they can handle per person?
Okay, newbie can handle 5. Okay.
Okay, where are you?
Here, I'm in here. Report, in report. Can you see?
Yeah,
Where?
but
I'm inside. I'm here.
uh,
In the performance projection.
yeah, but I didn't see you feeling anything.
I just feel 5.
No,
I didn't see you.
I didn't see you too.
Oh my God, what happened?
Okay, I will refresh it.
I will refresh too. Yeah, now I see you.
Yeah, okay, it's me. I'm going to try out everything. Okay, let's do it faster.
Okay. So, what's different between the approval per peak minimum per PPX and approval per peak maximum per PPX?
So,
Oh, okay, minimum and maximum.
yeah, minimum. For example, newbie, right? Maybe they don't get any approval for the whole peak. Maybe they will get 1 maximum. I don't know.
Okay. I understand.
Hey, this is a realistic number. Okay, don't put your ideal goal there.
Okay.
Your ideal goal should be around here, maximum. And minimum is the realistically, how many you have? Really, in Malaysia, one master can approve 7 EP in one peak?
I don't think so. Because last time I did 10.
You did 10 by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that is the maximum.
I can 10, they can 10. Senior at least can do 4. So I can do at least 3.
Are you
Yeah.
sure for newbies can do 3 approval?
No.
Yeah. That's the thing. They can do 2? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure.
I don't think so. Okay, really put realistically, because they're going
Okay.
PM to decide what is your structure and how many members you need. Okay, so you need to be realistically like how much they can do.
Okay, ready.
Okay, right. So then now you can see, okay, based on the competency, for example, based on the whole situation, LCA, okay, every one of them have actually, why I'm missing? Okay, sorry, it's A here. Haha, that's why it's missing one. So every LC have 8 members in their LC. But then you will see which LC will have a higher potential to be more performing. For example, you can see most of the people in LCA, they are newbies and they only have 2 master. So if you times it, right, that means like minimum they can do 8 projection, but then maximum they can only do 20, for example. And then you can able to see actually comparatively LCC is more potential because they have more master and they have less newbie, you know?
Okay.
So that's why you can see here, and then you can project, for example, your membership based on your current number of members, and also the list you have maximum. They can handle 164 sign up only. Okay. So if you have more than that, then you need, I mean, not sign up like hot lead. At least you know that they are hot lead. Like they will manage.
Yeah, quality.
Yeah. Maximum is 164. But if your goal, sign up goals is more than 164, which means they may have an issue in handling it. So you either train more newbies to become senior to be master, so they can handle, so you know the number increase here, right, along the way. Then you can increase more leads that they can handle. Otherwise, you need to recruit more people.
Okay.
On their competency right now. So you either increase competency or you increase number of people, okay? And then minimum, like they can do like 34 like approval, and maximum they do 99. Yeah. So if they realize maybe you can achieve your goal, but if you find that a lot of them are newbies and you don't have master at all, because why I tell you don't set master set very high is because, are you sure that you have that much master, or are you sure? So you need to set the definition with the LC clearly. What does it mean, a master? And then you go to check again, how do they think a master can do? Maybe you are just the exceptional case. Like for example, most of the entity, the senior can only approve like 1, and maximum they do 3 only. And then maybe, yeah, master they can approve 4, but then maximum they can approve 6 only. So then you will see like how much you can see they can perform. And it doesn't make sense for you to set a higher goals if they are all newbies, unless you give them sufficient training enough. And look into all the whole situation, right? What are things that we are lacking of right now? For example, you can see comparatively curiosity and also reliable is some attitude that we are missing in the network. Then the way forward is like talk to your TM again to understand how I can raise people with these missing qualities, like listening, like they are one, like critical thinking, they are one. What are the like training you need to give? Like you need to design your NEC in order to improve them in this competency. So yeah, do you get what I mean?
I understand, but I will ask more. I actually understand this. This tool should have given yesterday. I just directed my LC to do this mock interview. It's fine.
Okay.
I just give them today. It's fine.
It's okay lah. You can tell them, oh, I found something more interesting. Yeah. Okay, so at the end of the day, the question for you guys is when you design your NEC, don't forget that you also have global learning environment to see what are things they need to learn. So my call to action is so try to assess your membership as soon as possible, okay? To understand how is the competency level and define, okay, the last 1 month from today until the end of November, what are the things that you can improve in the first 2 weeks? It helps you to drive your approval goals in the last 1 month. I would say in this 1 month, you cannot improve a lot. Just try to pick something, the most urgent one that you need, and you see it will impact your performance, then do it right now. And also get all this information to make sure you have it before in your replanning as well. Because in replanning, you're going to plan your NEC as well, right? Your L&D. Yeah. So then like that's the time when you have this report, you can clearly plan, okay, next time when I plan consideration again, you're not going to teach something that very SOP, like something that LC can teach, but you can identify, for example, if people are not good at critical thinking, what are the things that you're going to provide to train them up critical thinking for the whole commission? Or you can even break down into LC level. Okay, for LCA, most of the issues are 1, 2, 3, then I would provide support on 1, 2, 3. And maybe another LCA problem on 4, 5, 6, then it will be another things like 4, 5, 6, for example, right? And if something that everyone is missing, then you can train them all together. For example, handle rejection. Everyone doesn't know how to handle rejection. Then like that's something that you can try to train for the whole entity itself. Yeah. So that's why it would differentiate from, you know, like some very basic like education that LC need to do and some strategic direction that as MC you need to do. You get what I mean?
I understand. But then I have a question. Who should execute this?
That depends on, okay, when you design your NEC, right? Your L&D, you also have like different layers. Like LCVP to know, like managers what they need to know, and then members what to do. No, right? You decide the topic and then you discuss with the LC how deep the member need to know and who is the one who train it. Maybe you can have space with the LCPP to co-curate resources and they are the one who downscale it. Or maybe you can do it in your functional summit, right? You're going to functional summit again when you get new members, right? In next week.
Yeah,
Then,
I understand.
yeah, then you will do it again. So it very depends on like the touch point you have as well as how the LC perceives the topic itself. But the most important thing is when you're able to bring data, then you can tell LC, this is the things that we are missing. So that's why we're going to train it. And let's talk about how we can train it. Yeah, I mean, it would be good. You can empower the LC and they can train it by themselves. So you can, yeah. Okay.
I want to implement this in these 3 days. Let's see,
Yeah,
can I do it?
Yeah, you ask the LC. Okay. So check out. Can you tell me what are the things you will do after this call?
Implement this in this 2 days. Implement this system, Malaysian love system in 2 days.
Oh, really? They like system.
Yeah, Malaysian love system. That is our strong foundation actually. The lead scoring that you gave, right? They just love it.
Okay, that's good. But you need to score it better. Yeah. So that's all for today. Okay, let's don't take picture. Just two of us. Okay. I need your feedback. Okay. Just come to here and then do feedback. Okay. So if you want to know more, you can ask V tomorrow. So far, I know there's 2 entities doing it. One is Vietnam, another one Vietnam OGTA and Hong Kong IGTA or IGTE, something like that. Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah. They do it last term already. They do sales audit for, but I don't know how they do. Like we never asked.